Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope everybody enjoyed their little bit of spring break that we had. Weather wasn't horrible. We got outside a couple of days. We got a lot of yard work done. Mrs. Janik, Nathaniel, and Maddie and I. We took down the kids' old little play center that was out there. That got taken down because they don't use it anymore. We did a lot of weeding, cleaning up. We took out the picnic, or like the table, and put that outside for us to start sitting at. Hopefully the weather will be nice. Maybe start doing some of our schoolwork out there. Uh, Brought a bunch of stuff to the dump, played with the kids, and just overall had a nice little week away from having to do some schoolwork. But now we're back. So welcome back. Hopefully you are ready to get going on the schoolwork here. Notice that a bunch of you came back to us over spring break and started doing some work and catching up. A couple of you that we haven't seen in the last couple of weeks decided to show up, which is fantastic. Welcome back. Um, so today we're starting a brand new chapter, chapter 7. The way this is going to work is Miss Davis and I had discussed we're going to do a lesson every other day. So today you're going to see this lesson. You'll do the work. You'll have tomorrow to catch up. Then we'll post another lesson on Wednesday. You'll have Wednesday and Thursday to catch up. And then Friday, I'll post another small little lesson. But you also have to know that there's science lessons that are getting posted. So you got to be doing that science stuff. And you also got to be checking Miss Keo's Google sites, Google Classroom, for the lessons that she's posting. And make sure that you stay on top of everything. For those of you who did fall behind, you don't want to be sitting there and having to do all of this work all at one time. Just do a little bit every day, and that way you'll be able to be caught up with everything that we're doing. So today you'll notice that you're in a Nearpod that you've been doing the work in today until you got to this video. So you've answered some of the questions already that you've seen pop up in this presentation that I'm going to skip over right now. You've already answered. Hopefully you answer them in complete sentences like that question right there. Threw in one of these Common Core checks just as a quick little check for you. And right now, I want to discuss this. I have all of this already written up here. I didn't get a chance to erase it from the first time I tried making this video and it didn't work out too well. All right. So let's pretend like that wasn't actually there. All right. So what are we looking at here? What is a non-numeric pattern? Well, we know that there is a prefix here to this word, non-numeric. Turn off the eraser. Here we go. Non is our prefix, and numeric is our base word. And non, we know, means none, and numeric, hopefully you know, means having to do with numbers. So we're going to be looking at something that doesn't have to do with numbers. And then what is a pattern? And a pattern is something that repeats itself over and over again. So we're going to see a bunch of patterns today, and we're going to have to start figuring out what the patterns are. Moving forward in the lesson, we're going to start adding numbers to it. But for today, we're going to stay away from any patterns that are going to have numbers inside of them. So let's look at this one right here. All right. Here's what we're seeing. We've got a pattern, and they're asking us, use the counters to draw the next 3 rows in the pattern that's shown below. How many circles will there be in row 8? So if we're looking right here, we got row 1. There's 1 circle in row 1. Row 2, we have 2. Row 3, there's 3. Row 4, there's 4 balls. Row 5, there's 5. So if we're going to do 6, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for row 6. How many do you think we're going to have for row 7? Yeah, we're going to have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Please don't make fun of my circles. I know they're not the greatest. All right, and then if we go up here, we got row 6, row 7. If I come up here to row 8, guess how many I'm going to have? I'm going to have 8 circles for row 8. The pattern increases by 1 each time. Start with 1, we add 1. We add another one so we carry up the 2, we add another one. We carry up the 3, we add another one. We carry up the 4, we add another one. We carry up the 5, we add another one. We carry up the 6, we add another one. We carry up the 7 and add another one, and that would give us our 8. So that's the pattern there. It's repeating by 8. All right, so for this one, use at least 2 of the shapes below to create a pattern of your own. The pattern unit should be at least 4 shapes in length. Show 2 extensions of your pattern unit, then describe how you created it. So we could take this star and we could go heart, heart, star, star, plus, plus. And if we did heart, heart, star, star, plus, plus, to repeat the pattern, it would be heart, heart again, then plus, plus again, and then star, star again. And that's how our pattern would repeat. Right here, they did heart, star, heart, plus, heart, star, heart, plus, heart, star, heart, plus. So guess what the next item would be right here? It would be a heart. And then because every plus is followed by a star, we would have a heart, then we would have a star, then we would have a heart, and then we'd have a plus. That's our repeating pattern. Now let's look at this one. Over here we've got a star and a moon, moon, star. So Edgar's room has a border of stars and moons. The stars and the moon show a repeating pattern. How many figures are in the pattern unit? Copy and extend the pattern 1 time. So if it's star, half moon, star, half moon, guess what's going to be next? Yeah, it's going to be our star. This is a really bad star. And then it's going to be our half moon, and then a half moon. And it would just keep on repeating in that pattern. Star, half moon, just like I drew it so nicely over here. All right, so last example. Sal uses billiard balls to show a growing pattern. Use counters to model and describe the pattern, then make an observation about the pattern. Use counters to model the pattern, then begin with 1 counter. Each row adds 1 more billiard ball. So place blank counters in the second row and blank counters in the third row. So in the second row, how many counters do we have? 2. And then how many do we have in the third row? We have 3. You can see it right here, 3 counters. All right. Continue adding counters until you have 5 rows. The pattern is added by how many are we adding to each pattern? And the number of billiard balls in each row alternates between odds and, let's see, we got odd, even, an odd number. So guess what this one's going to be in the 6th row? It's going to be an even number. So there's 2 counters in row 2, 3 counters in row 3. The pattern increases by 1, like our last pattern where we carry up the 2, and then we add 1 more. Right? The number of billiard balls in the row alternate between odds and, like we just said, evens. All right. So over here, you've got a pattern, and we're going to draw these shapes. You're not going to get me drawing a snail. All right. We're going to call this 1. We'll call this 2. So we got 1 snail going this way to the right, and we've got the second snail going to the left, and it starts again with the snail looking this way, this snail looking this way. It's going to be, what's going to be the pattern? The first snail and then the second snail. So we're going to be looking this way, and then we're going to be looking this way. Let's see if I was right. Ooh, we went too far. Yep. Snail looking to the right, snail looking to the left. And then the second example here, we've got a triangle. Now, what kind of triangle is this? Forms a what kind of degree? A 90-degree angle. So we got a 90-degree triangle, circle, triangle, triangle, circle, triangle, 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 circle. Guess what's going to happen here? You think we're going to go triangle, circle, circle, triangle, triangle, and just repeat this pattern? Or is there something changing in this pattern? Yes, there's something changing in this pattern. We start off with one triangle, and then we have two triangles, and then we have three triangles. So guess what we're going to have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles, ending with a circle. Let's see if I was right. Yep, triangle, 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 circle. Look at me. I actually know what I'm doing. All right. So your classwork today, all of these problems that you're going to see here are inside of the Google form that I've added. So I want you to go through the classwork, answer the classwork. Then when you're done, there's a couple websites that I've attached here that you can go around and play with. And then after you're done with that, you'll see that the last thing in this presentation is the homework. So they're Google Slides. You can access them A, through this presentation, or B, they're going to be connected also in the Google Classroom post. So you can get to them that way. So if you don't want to go all the way back through the Nearpod, you can get to them that way. You don't have to do them twice. You only have to do them one time. So that even though they're in the Nearpod, if you go and you just do them because they're attached to the Google Classroom, you won't have to do them again in the Nearpod. But you can't do them if you're not in the Nearpod because that's where all the instructions are, and I'm not posting the video anywhere else. So good luck with that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or email Ms. Davis. This week, we're also going to do a couple Google Meets to answer any questions that you have. Probably set one up for tomorrow sometime. And other than that, have a great day. Sorry that the weather's not too great today. I think we're supposed to be on and off all week. Nice weather, some rainy weather. So today is a good day to get back into that groove of getting on your computer at some point, doing some remote learning, trying your best, staying focused, make sure that you got a quiet workplace. If you can't, get some headphones so you can listen to the videos. If you're sitting at the table with everybody else, that's great because you can always ask for help. I know usually sitting at the dining room table here, Maddie's going to take my spot in about a couple minutes. Nathaniel sits up in his room at his desk. Mrs. Janik sits down here. We all sort of do our work together. So good luck, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.